Today we are going to be doing a video on adding a new front bumper, or a brush guard rather. So it's going to go on, it's going to sit on top of the bumper, it's going to attach to it, and it's basically going to protect the lights. So I want my lights protected because I drive this thing through the woods sometimes, and I don't want it to crack anything like that. Anyways, StarKnightMT reached out to me and they asked if they could send me one to do a video on, and I said of course. Yeah, I've been looking at one anyways, and theirs looks pretty good. I actually like the way it looks. So it's in the box. We're gonna open it up and I'm gonna show you guys how to install it. It's pretty much bolt on. It's you can't, these things are so easy to install, so might as well get one if you can, and the price is right. I'll put a link in the description, or you can pick one up if you like it. So let's go ahead and get started. When I pull this stuff out, trying to keep as many packing peanuts as I can inside the box. I'm not a fan of that stuff, although it works well, obviously. This thing is, I mean, it's definitely secured in here pretty well, I'd say. Comes in 3 pieces. Got a bag of hardware attached to this one. Nothing else in a box. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna pick this stuff up. Like I said, I really can't stand that stuff. It's not for me. Okay, now let's crack open all these and we'll lay them out and see what they look like. Everything's off and it's just 3 pieces plus hardware and some installation instructions. So this thing, it looks, let's go ahead and grab one of these and kind of like set it on there and see what it's going to look like. So it's going to mount like this, and it's just going to slide into this guy right here. So it's going to go in like that. We got to take these caps off, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and then it just mounts in there. Yeah, I like it already. So let's go ahead and take those caps off, and I'm going to show you how to get that done. It doesn't really tell you how to take these things off. Just gonna have to get in there with a screwdriver and pop them off. So let me grab a flathead or something. See if we can pop this off. I'm gonna pop it off from the bottom because if I do scratch this, I don't want to scratch it at the top. Oh, look at that. So they come right off very easily. I'm gonna take the other side off too. But just like that, they come off. And they're just plastic caps. Take a screwdriver, pop it in there, turn the screwdriver, pull it out. Done. Here's all the hardware. It's just some screws with Allen key heads. I got these 2 Allen keys that fit them both. One says 5 on it, the other one says 6. I'm not an Allen key expert, so I imagine those are just metric 5, metric 6. These are M6 and M7 screws. That's just what they're called here. And I just got a ratchet. Pretty easy to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and start installing this. Now, it shows you how to put the caps on here. We're gonna do that. I want you to just install these loosely. And that's what we'll do. We'll take this big bolt, slide it in here. And then this is just gonna connect in here and get it going. So let's see if we can fit this in here. Yep. And it's the big one. It says to leave it loose. We're going to leave it loose and we'll check it out later. Let's go ahead and install the second one. Nice and loose like it asked. Alright, check out the next step. Alright, now we just go ahead and install them. So we got to use a nut plate, obviously, forgot that. This is going to go on the bottom of this tube right here. I'll show you a close-up of the next one, but just for now, set that on there. This is what's going to hold. It's basically a giant washer. Alright, so once you got that nut plate lined up, just go ahead and tighten these up. It doesn't tighten them up all the way. Tightened up all the way. It says to go ahead and just tighten up that bolt that we left loose. So we're going to get this big bolt over here, come in there, and we're just going to tighten it up. Alright, nice and tight. Again, so to do this part, you're going to need the 2 screws and 2 washers. The nut plate and your tool. Now, we're going to slide this in again, like we did before. And it's gonna want to rest back on you. So what you're gonna want to do is pull this up and put your arm behind it like this. That'll help it hold it up. Now you take your nut plate here, you slide it underneath these 2 holes like this, and you just line it up and you hold it. You take your screw and you just get one going, and then you get the next one going. It's pretty easy. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anyone definitely can do it. So we got the second one in. First one's a little bit tight. Means it's not that threaded on there, so we're just going to go ahead and tighten it up. And we'll tighten up the next one. And it's that easy, folks. Alright, now again, we're going to grab this other bolt over here and tighten that up. Just going to take this bolt that we left loose. This was really loose, so it's going to be a minute to tighten it up. Alright, and while you're tightening it up, you want to grab back here and kind of pull on it a little bit to make it a little tighter. It'll tighten up that gap, okay? Lastly, we're going to install this piece, and it just slides on the outside like so. And you got your 2 screws. There's already a nut plate built in, so you don't need to have a nut plate like we had before. You just kind of get them started and then tighten them up. Done. This thing looks awesome. I mean, it really makes it look a lot different, and it's going to protect those headlights. Mainly I got it because it looks cool. I mean, protecting headlights is great and all, but who's over here breaking headlights too much? Not me. Anyways, this bolt-on StarKnightMT, they're a great company. They do a lot of aftermarket stuff for Polaris, and I think Honda as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I know they definitely do Polaris. So this is a 2022 Polaris Ranger XP 1000 North Star Edition, and it fits on it perfectly. This specific brush guard front bumper kit fits a lot of different generations, so as long as it looks like it did on mine, you'd be fine. But I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description of where you guys can get one of these if you're interested in it. Yeah, I really like it. Alright guys, well hey, if you like these videos, hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out, and appreciate it. Thanks.